Well, Shannon, Andrew has indeed made it over to Studio A. Andrew, it's like a whole network takeover this evening.
Oh, just the last few minutes, but that olive oil cake, I'm speechless. It is so good, and it really demonstrates how perfectly Sucresse substitutes for sugar. It's really an exciting product. I mean, it's an incredible ingredient. It works fine in baking. It's stable in heat. So and I kept confirming with Muriel. She put no sugar in. She only put the Sucresse in. So it's an amazing product. So
well, if you want to find out more,
and the ice cream the same. The ice cream was made with Sucresse and olive oil. That olive oil ice cream was ridiculous.
And you were talking about
sorry to digress here.
My mouth is watering.
Food is one of my favorite things in the whole universe. So yes.
I was hoping you'd bring some French toast with you because I heard you mentioning that.
Yeah, Muriel's French toast is decadent and delicious.
Say the French again. I heard you say it.
Le pain perdu.
La pain perdu.
Le pain perdu, it means the lost bread, actually, but it's the leftover bread. It's what the French decades ago would do, or centuries ago would do with the leftover bread.
I love it.
The bread that kind of spoiled and that was hard, you'd use it to make French toast.
It makes sense.
Le pain perdu.
A delicious, delicious thing to do. And folks, one of the things that we love to do is for the next 2 hours, we kind of gear up for a wonderful variety show. Lots of products, lots of questions answered. We love doing this, don't we, Andrew?
Oh, and there are tons of questions. I have a list of questions here. So, and what we do is normally we cover a half a dozen products in an hour or something like that. Today we're going to go through, because I just want to expose a lot of products so people can see a variety. It's a variety show. So we'll cover probably close to 30 products in 2 hours. So we're going to jump around a little, but that's the nature of this show. And I have a list of questions. I had questions yesterday about marine collagen peptides in pets. Absolutely. Collagen protein is the principal protein in our dogs and cats, just like it's in us. So collagen peptide is something you could add to your pet's food. Not a problem whatsoever. Lots of products are now starting to be available for dogs and cats. I've given our free-range collagen peptides to Lincoln and Marcel for the last 6 months. Before that, I gave them marine collagen peptides. So they love it.
Oh, we'll continue to work our way through the questions. We want to get started with maybe, we've been talking about all this food, but maybe something to drink as well.
Oh, just while I see, and again, I'll ask questions that are on product point here, because here we have our chamomile tea. It's organic. It never gets bitter. You could steep it for 3 days and it won't get bitter. It's unlike any chamomile tea in the world. It comes from Egypt. It's only the blossoms. That's why it never gets bitter. But another really great question was about the mercury levels in our marine collagen peptides. That's an issue. You might have to worry about someone else's collagen, but not ours. Nothing gets in my facility unless it's tested. And if it's tested, it's rejected if it has anything approaching an inappropriate level of contaminants or heavy metals or things. So you don't have to worry about any product I make in terms of contains.
Would you like a tea, Andrew?
Sure.
Which would you like?
I'll have chamomile or mint. Either one is my favorite. Our products are hormone-free as well. All our products are hormone-free. All our products are non-GMO. So that's just the nature of everything we do. And someone was asking if collagen could be in capsule form. Yes, but to really get the benefits of collagen, you need to take several grams. So it becomes really inefficient, and it makes it just more expensive because you'd have to take a half a dozen capsules a day minimum. And at 5 grams, you'd be taking 10 capsules a day. That's a lot of capsules, a lot of wasted expense, and since ours is so soluble, it's really easy and versatile to use. It has no taste, unlike others. It really doesn't need to be put in a capsule.
Well, time for tea and tea for two. If you're looking for a wonderful solution to just kind of ease your way into the afternoon, evening, or maybe wake you up on a morning, Andrew's teas are all organic, and I've been a big fan of them for a long time. Andrew, there's such wonderful choices. Let's spend a moment talking about the mint.
The peppermint tea, that's the perfect tea for after a meal. Mint has been used traditionally as a digestive aid. Mint is something that tends to calm the stomach, calm the digestive tract, also calm us. Chamomile certainly is great before you go to sleep and for calming. So either our mint tea or chamomile tea. Again, mint typically becomes bitter after you steep it for 1 or 2 minutes. Our mint, you could steep it for 1 or 2 days. It will not get bitter. And then we have a version that's a blend of the two. That's what I really like at the end of the day. That's typically what I'm drinking during the shows. I'm drinking a blend of chamomile and peppermint tea. They're just a perfect blend between those two teas. So what's unique about our teas, they are organic. They come from the best source in the world. And And what's great is they never become bitter. And what does that mean? It makes them really inexpensive because you could steep your tea literally for days at a time. And you could reuse that tea bag. So you could make 4, 5, 6 cups of tea with a tea bag. Whereas a typical tea bag, you make it your cup of tea, you steep it for a minute or two, and it can't even get strong before it gets bitter. You have to get rid of it. Right. So ours can become incredibly strong. You could dilute it further, and it never becomes bitter.
I found it to be such a wonderful replacement to coffee. I don't drink anywhere near as much coffee as I used to do. I mean, being from England, I'm a big tea drinker anyway. Obviously, we all drink tea in England. But here in America, what Andrew's been able to do is bring you the purest, finest, most organic product. And the taste is smooth, is how I describe it, Andrew. Flavorful, but smooth.
Well, all of the teas are designed to be non-bitter. I consider a discerning palate, and maybe I'd call it a sensitive palate. So strong flavors or tastes are offensive to me. I don't like chocolate that's bitter. I like chocolate that's dark and rich, but not bitter. The same with my tea. I like teas that are rich, robust, but not bitter. And so that's exactly how all our teas are made. And I think that's more typical of the American palate. When you go to, say, Europe, go to England or France, the chocolate tends to be darker and more bitter. I like chocolate that's rich in protective compounds, but not rich in bitterness. So that's, and speaking of chocolate, one of the most frequent questions asked, what happened to Choco Nuvo and when's it coming back? Right. So Choco Nuvo had to go away for summer. Choco Nuvo is dark chocolate, but it's so rich and creamy that it melts in summer. So unfortunately, we can't ship it between May and September. It goes away. In October, it comes back. So it will be back. It will be back next month. Right. Next month, we have CoQ10 as our Today's Special. And our little Today's Special number 2 is going to be the return of Choco Nuvo. Also, just to letting you know, we're working on versions of Choco Nuvo. I just tested one. It's unbelievable, where we grind up a little bit of organic fair trade coffee beans into the Choco Nuvo. Oh, wow. And we're trying to do that also with healthy nuts like pecans or walnuts or almonds, things like that. That's fantastic. So it makes the Choco Nuvo a little more interesting, and it lowers cholesterol just as well, and it doesn't change the chocolate at all.
When can we expect to see that?
I'm hoping we'll see that by the beginning of next year. Okay. By either December or January, we should have our Choco, what do we call it?
What can we call it?
Choco Nuvo coffee.
Choco Nuvo coffee, right.
And it'll be very low in caffeine because literally it's just going to be about a half a gram of coffee bean, just gently ground up. So it makes it almost like a crunch bar. You feel a little bit of that coffee crunch and a little bit of that coffee flavor. It's amazing.
That's going to be very satisfying. Yep. Okay, that's something to look forward to. We're excited to see so many of you ordering the teas. It's nice to discover something new, and trust me, you'll fall in love with it. That's if Andrew doesn't throw the tea. I didn't think I made such a bad cup of tea.
No, these saucers are kind of funny.
They are. They're odd saucers. Yes. I think they're mismatched. As we wrap this up, don't forget there is the combo. That's what you were saying, Andrew, is one of your favorites.
The chamomile and mint together. I love chamomile on its own or mint on its own, but I really enjoy the chamomile and mint together. That's the tea that I drink typically in the afternoons. Because if I have green tea, it's in the morning. By noon, I stop drinking anything that contains caffeine. Right. Because it will affect your sleep. Caffeine stays in your system for at least 8 hours. So whether you realize it or not, it's still affecting your nervous system.
Well, we're going to move along to our next item, which is all to do with nighttime. And for many of us who are struggling to kind of switch off, this is a product that I have come to love. Folks, if you are tossing and turning in bed, seemingly for minutes or hours on end, and you're just finding it hard to fall asleep, this is a wonderful, wonderful natural product with nearly 1,000 5-star reviews. I have this on my nightstand in the drawer, and if I get home late from work or I've got a lot on my mind, it's been a crazy day or with the kids, I always take a nighttime. And for me, I found it to be a wonderful, non-addictive solution that I feel good about because it is all natural and it works to soothe me. Andrew, big fan of your nighttime product.
Well, nighttime is a product that is intended to not knock you out. It's intended to sort of return to you the ability to relax and go to sleep. And the key to going to sleep is really being able to turn off this constant process that we have, as human beings, spend our entire day doing, and it's just constantly thinking. And if we could relax, kind of return to what we were able to do, hopefully when we were children, when we were younger, be able to put our head on the pillow and kind of turn our brain off and find routines that help us relax. For me, it's reading a book. If I lay in bed, my book that I read next to my bed, the pages, every page is sort of folded over, because it takes about a page or so before I fall asleep. Interestingly enough, if I was reading on an electronic device, I could read 50 pages and I wouldn't fall asleep.
Right.
So we need to find the things that help us relax. As I said before, not having caffeine later in the day, not having too large a meal late in the day, making sure you're giving your body some time after you've eaten to complete the hardest work of digesting that meal so you could go to sleep and have a better night's sleep. So make sure your room is dark, better if your room is cool. There's all sorts of things we can do, and nighttime is just designed to be a natural tool. It's an extremely well-reviewed product. It's not a drug, it's not a medicine, it's just a natural tool to help you return to the sleep process. Well,
we have a lot of extra special savings going on right now. Obviously, Andrew had a wonderful weekend on air. Our special savings, I believe many are all expiring tonight at midnight, so bear that in mind. If you want to order nighttime to give it a go, everything comes with a 30-day return policy. I cannot recommend it enough. We have 3 different sizes. We have the 60, 180, or the 360. What's fabulous today is you can see on the 360, you've got $30 savings, and it's on 3 flexible payments. Always free shipping and handling when Andrew is here. It's well worth giving it a try, Andrew, especially when you look at all the other options that are out there.
And what it's designed to be, there are some products that are very high potency melatonin products, and that's it. And we make a melatonin product, but and we make a lower potency melatonin product. I would rather have you inch up on the efficacy of a product rather than wake up with a hangover.
Right.
And what we do with this product, it's a comprehensive product. It contains a number of botanicals. If you look here, it contains melatonin at 1.5 milligrams. It contains 5-hydroxytryptophan from Griffonia, a valerian root extract, hops extract, passion flower extract, chamomile extract, and then the electrolytes calcium, magnesium, because they tend to be soothing, relaxing electrolytes, especially in terms of our legs and things like that. So what we've done with this product, we make a valerian product that's much higher potency, but we want to offer you a product that delivers a number of tools so it gently, comprehensively helps relax you rather than knocking you out. That's not the goal here.
It's one of the best kept secrets within the Andrew Lessman line. I cannot say enough good things about it. Make sure you have some there, because there'll always be a night or 2 or 10 where you're finding it hard to switch off or fall into a nice deep slumber, and this is going to help. Andrew, you just mentioned melatonin, which we do have available.
We have melatonin on its own, if that's what all you want, or if you want to supplement, say, a capsule of nighttime and a capsule of melatonin. Our melatonin obviously is incredibly affordable, and like all of our products, I see a lot of melatonin tablets out there. Tablets are difficult for your body to dissolve, digest, and make the ingredients available. All of our products are ultra-fine powders that are immediately available. So that's the key. When you want to go to sleep, you need to make sure that ingredient is available, soluble, and absorbable, and that's what we do. So our melatonin is incredibly affordable. Again, we start at 3 milligrams because it's better. I always say less is more. It's better. Maybe I don't sound like someone who makes vitamins. They want you to take more and more and more. I say it's always better to find the minimum amount that delivers the desired result. That's why I always say, even with our nighttime, start with 1 capsule before you try 2 capsules.
So then, Andrew, just to kind of finish off the final piece of the puzzle, valerian.
Valerian is a product. I was asked if we could make a product. And as I said before, valerian is higher potency than the valerian in our nighttime product. But it's really designed to be a relaxation product per se. And again, it sounds like you've heard it before. Don't operate heavy equipment or drive, but it's an ingredient that's designed to help you relax. A lot of us nowadays, I mean, just the world is challenging for us for any number of reasons. We have family issues, work issues, health issues. There's political issues, whatever's going on. It tends to be stressful, anxiety-provoking. So if you're looking for a supplement that tends to support and promote relaxation, valerian has been a traditional remedy for that purpose for centuries.
And again, you can choose the different size options. Special savings are expiring, so please take advantage of them, 60, 120, or the 240. We're going to head over this way to one of Andrew's all-time best-selling products, his Omega product. And Andrew, I've taken such interest in what you've been talking about recently regarding how many of us become excited about the branding and the advertising, but so many vitamins and supplements, these are contract manufactured, right?
Oh, and there are some omega products on the market that are nothing short of frightening,
right,
and very heavily and well promoted. And in most products, it's very, very difficult and costly to create a vitamin manufacturing facility. And especially now, our facility, it's where everyone's inspected by the Food and Drug Administration, so it's an extremely rigorous environment, and it's really discouraged even more companies from making the investment. So what happens is a number of large contract manufacturers control the entire vitamin industry.
Wow.
So most of the vitamins you see, and by most I mean the substantial majority, are not manufactured by the company that offers them. They're made for them by someone else. They're just answering a bid to manufacture the product for someone else. So there's not any personal attachment as I have with each product I make. Every ingredient in the products, I just spoke to the owner of the company in Norway that provides our omega-3s 2 days ago. So everything that we do, I just spoke the day before that with the folks who provide our marine collagen and our free-range collagen. I'm connected to every ingredient in every product. All the products we have, I could probably recite all the content on the label and the information because I wrote it. And I could only write that information on the label if I was involved in all the science, all the research, and the selection of the specific raw material or our personal creation of that raw material. That's not the typical vitamin company. When it comes to omega-3s, our omega-3 blend is custom to us. No one else has it. The way other omega-3s are delivered, it's a standard blend, 60% EPA, 40% DHA. But DHA is more important. That's the one you want 60% of.
Right.
So that's what we do. At great expense and great difficulty, we've been doing that for a few decades. So our product gives you more of the DHA you want because that's the principle. And I mean, by principle, 98 to 90% of the fats in your brain are DHA. And DHA represents about 2/3 of the weight of your brain. So it's remarkable how important DHA is. What's even more remarkable or surprising is that probably 99% of the omega-3 products in America deliver 60% or 2/3 EPA. And that's just because that's the standard, inexpensive way to deliver omega-3s.
Well, this is actually one of our monthly specials. So if you'd like to try Andrew's Omega product, I want to show you the value that you can expect tonight by ordering 30, 60, 180, 360. Substantial savings, second only to a today's special. You know, if you look at the greatest value, obviously the 360 caps is down from 160 to 89.90. That's going to be 70 cents. Sorry, 70 cents, $70.
The next, yeah, it's literally a couple of dimes a capsule. It's and this is something that just to keep you posted, we do a Today Special once a year on this product. It will be either April or May of next year.
Right.
So just so you know, this is the best pricing until then. It will not be a monthly special again before then, so during a visit it'll have special pricing, but not nearly the pricing today.
Sometimes it's hard to hear that, you know, for many of us, we've been accustomed to buying certain brands for many, many years, and we've loved those brands. So to suddenly hear that maybe it's not as good as it could be is difficult to hear. But that's always been the thing, Andrew. You share the information.
Well, I share the information, but also if I find out something about my product and all of a sudden I learn it's not as good as it should be or could be, I just changed my product.
Yes.
I mean, I've probably changed this product. In the last 25 years, I bet I've changed it 15, 16, 17 times. And I don't really bother talking about it. We've increased its potency. We've increased the levels of DHA. We've improved the purity. We've reduced the size of the capsule. My original capsule was about 1,000, still smaller than the typical capsule, was about 1,000 milligrams. Our capsule is now about 700 milligrams, and the typical capsule is 1,200 to 1,500, and the typical capsule contains less omega-3s than our capsule contains. So we deliver more to you in a smaller capsule, and I'm constantly striving to improve this product, to improve every product. So when you get our omega-3s, you know it's the best. It will never upset your stomach. There will never be a fishy aftertaste. It contains the natural triglyceride form, which most products ignore, and it's also in the proper ratio to give you the most important omega-3 for your eyes, your brain, and your heart.
I think for one of the things that I've come to realize so much over the years is that many folks are looking for a shortcut, an easier way, a way to kind of skimp on maybe the important, valuable things. With Andrew, what you see is what you get. This gentleman in front of the camera, behind the camera, a passion for perfection. You've always had it.
This is my passion. This was never intended to be my job. It was intended just to be a hobby that I loved, and it became my job. And I just was looking at questions here. Questions about dry eyes, a number of questions about dry eyes. The two products to focus on for dry eyes, omega-3s. Okay. Great product for dry eyes, and your ophthalmologist, your optometrist will likely recommend omega-3s for dry eyes. Also our Ultimate Eye. If you look at the reviews for Ultimate Eye, look at the reviews for omega-3 product, both of them are going to have likely a couple of hundred reviews specifically talking about benefits for dry eyes.
So if you have any questions, of course, that's why we love to do these shows, because Andrew is able to answer them and spend a little bit more time. If you're using a current omega-3 product and you don't like the fishy aftertaste, you have to try this. We're going to head over this way because, Andrew, there's another omega product, this time plant-based.
I wanted to speak about this in detail because we got a number of questions from folks who, for whatever reason, they're allergic to fish. Right. They just don't consume fish, whatever it might be. And so I talked about the monthly special for our maximum essential omega-3. Right. But I didn't talk about our monthly special for something I'd been searching for a couple of decades. And finally, we were able to make a plant-based omega-3 product. It only contains DHA, of course, the most important of the omega-3s. That's what it targets. But it's 250 milligrams of DHA. It's much more affordable than I ever dreamed possible for a product like this. And again, it's 100% plant-based omega-3, which is unusual. So it's 250 milligrams of the omega-3s that really target our brain, target our eye, target our heart, the most important of the omega-3, DHA, which is docosahexaenoic acid.
So pricing on the algal DHA, as you can see again, special September savings.
Well, those are beyond special. This is a product that we don't do as a Today Special, so this is its Today Special. Okay. So today is basically its Today Special. It's a monthly special long, and I'm sorry I didn't mention it previously. So it's just incredible savings for a product like this to be able to get 360 capsules. That's basically about 20 cents a capsule for 250 milligrams of DHA, the most important of the omega-3s. Just as an omega-3 booster, it's incredible. But that kind of value for the world's finest, and again, no fishy aftertaste at all, so it's not going to be hard on your stomach. It's an opportunity to enjoy plant-based omega-3s.
So just to refine that for anybody that's tuning in, we have these two different omega products. We have Andrew's original omega-3, and then we have this one, which is the algal. And just to define again, Andrew, why would I choose this one over the other?
This is the way to deliver omega-3s without fish. Okay. Some people, even though our omega-3s are environmentally responsibly harvested, independently third-party certified. We never fish for the fish that are the source of our material during spawning season. We do everything perfectly in terms of the creation of our fish-based essential omega-3 product. But for anyone who wants a plant-based product who might be allergic to fish, have sensitivities to fish for whatever reason, this is an opportunity. If you're a vegetarian, this is an opportunity to enjoy omega-3s that are the exact same omega-3s as in that product, because most people think that fish manufacture omega-3s, like salmon, tuna. The fish we eat that contain omega-3s manufacture omega-3s. They don't. They don't manufacture it. They concentrate it. Where do they get it from? They get it from algae. Where do we get this from? From algae. So effectively for this, we go to the source. But right now, there isn't an effective source of a balanced DHA, EPA algal product. One day when there is, I would hope and dream that one day we could deliver an algal-based DHA, EPA product that's comparable to our maximum essential omega-3 and hopefully at close to the same price.
heart, brain, eye, circulatory health, all of these things wrapped up in a wonderful product, purest of ingredients, follows the science, created in a way that is so environmentally friendly. I mean, every part of this is perfect.
Yeah, these are the most important, or this is the most important of the omega-3 fatty acids. As I said before, the brain is 65% fat. Of that fat, about 98% is DHA. That's what this product represents. And if you think that's a high concentration in your brain, which at 98% obviously it is, the highest concentration of DHA in the human body is in the retina of our eye. In a moment, we'll talk about lutein and zeaxanthin, the optical pigments in our eye that are necessary for healthy vision, protecting our eye. But those optical pigments are essentially swimming in DHA. So DHA is critically important for the brain, critically important for the eye, critically important for our heart. So of the omega-3s, it is the most important, and we just thought it was important for those folks out there who, whether it's trying to be environmentally responsible or trying to be responsible with their diet and their eyes, they're changing the way they're eating, so this is an entirely plant-based source of omega-3s.
So to Andrew's point, just like the original omega-3 product, this is also a September monthly special. So the savings that you're receiving today are the biggest of the year.
It's like a monthly today special. Because if you look at the pricing on the large size, you're saving as much as you're spending on pretty much all the sizes. So the large size, you're saving $80. It's only $79.90, which is an unbelievable price for the quality of algal oil. Algal oil is much more expensive even than our fish oil. So it's a great opportunity to save.
And bear in mind, you can't typically go into a vitamin store or a supplement store and ask to do them on FlexPay. We also offer that opportunity, right? Which is nice because it makes it even more affordable. Because Andrew, we're investing in ourselves.
Yes.
And if we spend our money on one thing, it should be that.
And when it comes to our health, I think it's not often that we get to make decisions that are purely healthy. And what I try to do, unlike vitamin companies that make gummies that contain sugar and colors and all sorts of additives, I try to make products that are purely healthy.
Yeah.
We use no additives when we manufacture our products. We manufacture them 100% pure. In fact, I moved my company almost 25 years ago. I moved my company from Santa Monica, California to Henderson, Nevada in the desert because that enabled us to make additive-free products. That the low humidity in the desert allows us to make products, a wider array of products, and make it without additives. There's no reason to introduce additives into your body, and those additives get introduced into the environment. Eventually, they leave our body. So why require vitamin companies to manufacture additives, and then for you to process them in your body and then excrete them? We make pure products, so everything I do, I say, is purely about your health.
Well, we're going to move on to one which we could never, ever run out of things to talk about, which is Ultimate Eye Support. I spent a little time, Andrew, earlier flicking through some of the latest reviews. People talking about their recent eye exam, talking about sharpness of vision, people talking about how they're literally seeing better. If you only perhaps choose one thing tonight, regardless of our age, please consider Andrew's Ultimate Eye Support. It is a brilliant product.
A number of products relating to our eyes and one of the more common conditions of our eyes and things like that. And I, of course, like to avoid talking about diseases and things like that because that's not what I'm here to do. But a lot of people think that lutein and zeaxanthin are only important to be consumed if you have a problem with your vision.
Right.
Absolutely not. If you have a problem with your vision, it's more than likely that your vision needs significant support, and your ophthalmologist or optometrist would applaud a product like this, as we see in the reviews, because this is a product that isn't a drug that works on your eyes. Lutein and zeaxanthin are defined as the optical pigments, the retinal pigments. They are necessary for healthy, sharp vision. They're necessary to protect our eyes. So you can't have healthy vision without lutein and zeaxanthin. It's an essential component of the eye. You can't, well, the very name of the macular region of the eye, that all-important region of the retina of our eye, it's called, in Latin, it's called the macula lutea. I often say this because it really brings home the point about these two ingredients that had been for decades generally ignored by others. We've offered them for decades. But the macula lutea, in Latin, that translates to the yellow spot. the yellow spot in our eye is a yellow spot because of the concentration of lutein and zeaxanthin. So those two ingredients are not just something that works on your eye if we have problems. That's something that your eye needs throughout your lifetime. If you don't have adequate levels of lutein and zeaxanthin, that is a problem, because it's part of the functional workings of your eye. It doesn't work on your eye, it's part of how your eye works. So you can't get away without it. Hopefully, if you eat an abundance of green leafy vegetables, you have decent amounts of lutein in your diet. Unfortunately, zeaxanthin tends to be scarce no matter how well you eat. So these are ingredients that they're not optional ingredients, and if we're not getting them from our diet, then there are consequences.
You should add this in today, and it doesn't matter, we'll talk about age and it's never too late, you should add this in today. There's 1,500 5-star reviews. I mean, it's a wonderful product. I've started taking it, and I've had always okay vision up until 3-4 years ago, where I started to notice that I couldn't quite see at the distance I used to. Love this. You should try it, honestly. I want to tell you about the pricing today, because again, we're proud of this pricing. And I just want to confirm with the team, does this pricing on the Ultimate Eye expire tonight, or is it good through the end of September?
This is monthly special.
Okay.
So this will go until September 30th.
Okay, that's good.
And this is a product I often say, if you take 1 capsule a week, you likely just doubled your zeaxanthin intake. But it's not designed to be taken that way. What the good point of this is, even if you took, say, 1 capsule every other day, it will make a significant difference in your lutein and zeaxanthin intake, and therefore what your eye contains and has in terms of protecting your vision, sharp vision today and long-term vision. But in terms of daily, 1 or 2 capsules daily, I take 2 capsules daily. And we'll talk about the Maximum L plus Z in a moment, because that's a product that ophthalmologists have been pointing to their patients, and it's something that we've responded in creating.
It's enhancing, it's protecting, it's looking after our eyes, and we put our eyes through a lot, especially nowadays with our phones and our tablets. Just take a look though for a second at what we have, 30/60, 180 or 360. For the 360, it's under $100. That is a very tiny price to pay. And Andrew, you read the reviews, people, it's priceless.
For a 6-month or a year supply, and again, our vision is priceless. It deserves a lifetime of care. Unfortunately, in most of us, and I could say it myself, we sort of spend most of our lifetime taking it for granted.
Yes.
And I'm not different in that respect as well. But as we all get older, we start observing changes in our vision, and we observe those changes in our vision because the structure, the tissues of our eyes specifically, they're suffering from oxidation. There are changes that occur, and the ingredients in this product are specifically designed to help your body cope with those natural changes. Nature and aging are not kind. Nature and aging could be a bit more kind if we're conscientious about what we provide our body. And it's just that simple. What we provide our body, as I say before, eating is giving our body raw materials, eating is giving our body tools, eating is giving our body information. So if we recognize that, hopefully we become a little bit more conscious, because I look at these products as eating. These are a supplement to our diet. And lutein and zeaxanthin are only important because they're important nutrients in food that sadly the American diet doesn't provide in abundance. Also, ingredients we deliver for night vision. Also ingredients the American diet doesn't deliver in abundance, anthocyanins that come from dark purple berries, dark purple fruits. So blueberries are wonderful, bilberries are wonderful, black cherries are great. They provide anthocyanins.
So I think we're going to spend a moment on, is it astaxanthin now?
We'll talk about astaxanthin very quickly.
Okay.
Astaxanthin is another carotenoid, very expensive, but where astaxanthin has abundance of research is on eye fatigue and on accommodation. So astaxanthin is really an interesting carotenoid in the world of looking at our telephones and computers and tablets and things like that. So it really offers great protection from blue light, as does lutein and zeaxanthin. So it's great protection from blue light, also affords us a better ability to accommodate. And accommodation, there's 2 kinds of accommodation I think of. Not just the accommodation that's focus in terms of when we, especially as we get older, reading something close can become really challenging.
Yes.
And it's difficult to go from close. I noticed it about when I was 50-something, when I was at the gym and I'd be reading something, a magazine or a newspaper or something while I was riding the bike, then I'd look up at the TV. it used to be instantly,
Yeah.
but it would take a second for my eyes to adjust to the change in focal distance. That's accommodation. It changes in all of us as we get older. Also, our ability to adapt from dark to light. If we're inside and then we go out to a bright light, or we're out in a bright light, then we go into a normally lit room, that can be challenging. So not only lutein and zeaxanthin and Ultimate Eye helps with that accommodation, but astaxanthin is really the ingredient that the research and clinical studies talk about accommodation and really talk about eye fatigue. And as I said before, Ultimate Eye talks about dry eyes as well.
Yes,
So,
and we had some questions about that, which we addressed. And obviously astaxanthin, if you want to add it to your cart, again, extra special savings, 4 different size options. You know, we always talk about the larger size being the biggest value, which it is, but never be intimidated. Go for the small size if you
try
want.
any size.
Yeah.
They all come with a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. And our astaxanthin is created in a closed system. Again, you don't have to worry about contaminants. You don't have to worry about heavy metals. And these are things that I wouldn't, every raw material that enters our facility, it doesn't really enter our facility. It goes into quarantine. And it stays in quarantine until we laboratory test it and make sure that it meets every single standard. So you don't have to worry about contaminants. You don't have to worry about heavy metals, because I've spent sleepless nights worrying about them. So you never have to.
And that's why we always love having Andrew here. How many years is it going to be this year, Andrew?
That I've been making vitamins?
And also on HSN and QVC?
I've been making vitamins for 40 years.
Right.
I started, actually, it was in September of 1979. So I started my company 40 years ago. I started it, it was prenatal. So,
well, the way you look, Andrew, you're ageless, as I've said.
I wish. And then I've been at HSN for 23 years, wow. And I was at QVC for 5.5 years before that. So I think it's going to be 29 years on television beginning in January of 2020.
And as we head over to our next item, did you ever, when you first started the business, did you ever think that that's how you were going to promote it in terms of through television?
No. No,
that was not the way. That was not the method.
Not in a million years. What we were doing is we were manufacturing vitamins for professional athletes and celebrities and things like that,
right.
Because they tended to be more informed, think 40 years ago, more informed about nutrition and health. They had nutrition coaches or nutritionists and things like that. I never dreamed. When I visited QVC 30 years ago,
right.
I had never seen QVC.
Oh my gosh.
And so it was interesting. And now, Thank goodness for QVC and HSN, because it's I basically get to live my dream, have a job that, you know, what does he say if you oh, that's me. Well, you can see I've changed. So that's me 30 years ago.
Barely, Andrew. Oh my gosh.
No,
so what does it say? More than the world's best vitamins. Andrew, he's posing in the same way as, look,
oh, no,
look,
I'm standing
everybody.
like that. I was just standing, look at that. But
he's got his arms folded, looks exactly the same.
But that is me from 30 years ago. That picture was probably taken in 1989 or 1990.
Where was that picture taken?
That picture was taken, at my house.
Was it really?
Yep. And I was wearing a little crew neck T-shirt and a little brown blazer.
You look the part.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to head over this way, everybody.
30 years ago. Half a lifetime ago.
But,
yes.
But that is, I always say this, and I say this with such of the greatest respect, but Andrew does represent the very best of HSN in terms of what this as a channel can do in terms of helping inform and educate. You represent the best, Andrew.
Well, that's kind of you to say, but I try. I mean, my goal when I first went to QVC, in fact, what I said to Joe Siegel at the time, who was the founder of QVC,
Indeed.
I said, if you expect me to go on television and sell, because I didn't want to go on television, I wanted to find a celebrity to do that. I was kind of scared, frankly, and so I
still am.
I said yes. So I said, I'm not going to sell, but I'll be happy to educate.
Wow.
And that's Joe Siegel said, well, that's all we want you to do. That's all we ask you to do. So
and here
I've tried. So that's what I try to do. I try to educate, try to provide information.
Well, we're going to go to something that you may never have heard of before. I heard you once refer to this as the sister to CoQ10 for alpha-lipoic acid.
Many people view it as just as important in terms of a protective compound. CoQ10 also has its critical energy role.
Yes.
It's a central molecule in energy production. But CoQ10, like all the wonderful molecules in our body, plays a double role. It's not just an energy, and it's not just necessary for energy production, but it's also one of the most protective compounds, one of the most protective molecules in our body. And that can be said for alpha-lipoic acid. Alpha-lipoic acid, in fact, is referred to sort of as a universal protective compound, a universal antioxidant, because our world, sort of the world of the living world within our body, is kind of separated into two worlds. It's an aqueous world, a water-based world, and a lipid-based world, a fat-based world. We know that oil and water don't mix.
Right.
And it's those differential solubility properties, polar, non-polar, it's those differential properties when it comes to oil and water, lipid-based, aqueous, that allows our body to do so many fascinating things. So there's a water-based environment in our body and a lipid-based environment in our body. What's unique about the alpha-lipoic acid, say our brain is a fat-based structure, our liver a fat-based structure, the cell membranes around every cell a fat-based structure, the interior of our cells mostly an aqueous environment. What's remarkable about alpha-lipoic acid is that it has the capacity to be comfortable in both environments. It's a chameleon. So it's happy in an aqueous environment, it's equally happy in a lipid-based environment. So it delivers its benefits everywhere. So that's the unique benefits of alpha-lipoic acid. Our alpha-lipoic acid is different than the typical alpha-lipoic acid you see in products, because the typical product, going back to contaminants, the typical alpha-lipoic acid that we tested had extremely high levels of solvent residue. So we get an alpha-lipoic acid from a company in Germany, and they just happen to be by far and away the best producer of alpha-lipoic acid in the world, pure alpha-lipoic acid with no contaminants, no undesirable other ingredients. So our alpha-lipoic acid is not just unique in its beneficial properties, but unique in that you're not getting something you don't want with it. And unfortunately, the dominant alpha-lipoic acid out in the world is mostly coming from Asia and not with the same standards of purity as the material we get from Germany, not even close.
It's a universal antioxidant, and if you'd like to try it tonight, well, the pricing on this does expire this evening. So if this was maybe in your shopping cart, maybe you were looking at buying it yesterday or the day before, this is where we stand. We have 4 different sizes, the 30, 60, 120, or the 240. And if you look at the pricing, you'll notice big savings to be had. You know, value is one thing and pricing is something, but the quality that Andrew's talking about means everything to me. It's not just a good price, it's the best price for the best ingredients.
And when you're talking about alpha-lipoic acid, you're talking about something that's delivering protective benefits. It shouldn't contain high levels of chemical solvents.
Right.
And it just shouldn't. And unfortunately, those products that contain levels that are legal, but they're not desirable. So the only source I would consider as an appropriate source is the source in Germany. As you can see, it's an ultra-fine powder.
It's a beautiful color, isn't it?
It's like dust. It's like a faint yellow color.
Mellow yellow.
Sort of a pastel, a light pastel yellow color. But again, 100% pure, no additives, no fillers, nothing else added. And alpha-lipoic acid, it's among the most important ingredients one could consider taking, as I would consider coenzyme Q10. We don't spend a lot of time talking about it. This is our highest potency version. We have another version with NAC, N-acetylcysteine, that's a little bit lower potency, but this provides a full 400 milligrams per capsule, which is an abundant supply. And I'm going to take a couple of capsules.
There you go. You see Andrew's taking them as we go, as I normally do. You don't see it, but behind the scenes, I didn't take this today.
I realized that one of those isn't in my travel bag that we're traveling with, so I'm taking that with me.
Just so happens you know somebody, Andrew. I could help you out there.
I'm going to receive a bill.
We'll bill you for that later. Guys, we're going to head over this way. I made the switch this year, and I hope you will as well. We saw the unveiling of Andrew's latest sunscreen, Soleil. This is what saw me and my family through this year, and I would encourage every single one of us who is watching tonight, who currently buys a chemical sunscreen, to listen and to take to heart what Andrew is about to tell you. If we were given a choice, given all the facts out there of what sunscreen you would choose, every one of us would choose Soleil. Andrew, for years now, I've been using normal store-bought sunscreens. You made me understand they're chemicals.
Well, and that's the frightening thing. I mean, even if you look at how the Food and Drug Administration considers the chemicals in sunscreen, there's 2 chemicals they consider safe. zinc oxide, which zinc oxide you'll find in lots of multivitamins as a choice of zinc, or titanium dioxide, which is an approved food additive because it gives a whitening. And the reason why they're used is because they block the sun by literally blocking the sun. The chemical sunscreens deal with the sun by chemically reacting with it, which is kind of a frightening thought when you consider they get absorbed into your skin. So they get absorbed into your skin and they still react with the sun. Not something I would consider desirable. Plus, the Food and Drug Administration does not consider those chemical sunscreens safe. I mean, you apply them to your body, and if you gave a blood test or you gave a urine test, you're going to be finding them in the sample, the laboratory that analyzes them. So I wouldn't contemplate, my worst enemy, I wouldn't contemplate giving them chemical sunscreens.
No.
To me, it's amazing, it's a miracle to me that they're still on the marketplace. When zinc oxide can be formulated, a product can be formulated that works well. You know, zinc oxide, the chemical sunscreens go on like butter, yes. But you can make a zinc oxide sunscreen that goes on well. And our product, if you look at our product, you will not be able to find a zinc oxide sunscreen that has a cleaner label than our product. Beyond, first of all, over 50% of the product is water, which means it makes a great base for makeup because it's not oily.
Right.
So it works perfectly with your makeup. It's not going to be oily on your face, oily on your body. So it goes on, the whitening disappears quickly.
It does indeed.
And it just has a mild, natural aroma, and that's it, fragrance, that's it. We don't add fragrance at all. We don't add any chemical additives at all. We keep it as simple as possible.
Well, the reviews have started to pour in, and of course, as you'd expect, it is a customer pick.
Right.
I really want you to order this tonight because it is the only sunscreen you'll ever need in your life. And 2 ounce, 4 ounce, or 6 ounce.
And this will be the end of its, that pricing on that chart is incorrect. That pricing anticipated the end of summer.
Okay.
So at the end of summer, this goes back up. So right now, it's at $39. It'll actually go back to $69. So the large size, instead of $69, is $39. And that 6 ounce supply is an abundant supply. So 2 ounces, 4 ounces, 6 ounces. By the way, the product would be fine next year. So if you bought it now, you don't have to worry about it next summer. In fact, you wouldn't have to worry about it for the summer after. It's going to stay fine in these tubes. This is like a triple line tube, so it'll keep the product safe and stable, and it's not going to deteriorate.
That's really exciting, almost like an end of season sale, as it were. The larger size is $39.
And chemical sunscreens do deteriorate over time.
Okay.
Zinc oxide doesn't. Zinc oxide is a mineral. It's persistent. It's basically ultrafine particles of zinc oxide. So it's the whitening of zinc oxide that we used to see decades ago, but now this is more sophisticated. Also, we don't use nanoparticles that are unhealthy for the environment or you. We make sure that our zinc is 100% non-nano. If the box was here, on the box there's a list of all the different characteristics. It's ophthalmologist tested, it's dermatologist tested, it's pediatrician tested. This product has been subjected to the most rigorous testing possible to make sure that it's not just the best ingredient panel in the world and the safest in the world, but actually verified and certified as such.
And please remember, last time we had so many wonderful comments and questions about, you know, the spray sunscreens and the different...
Well, spray sunscreens, first of all, I don't like the aerosol sunscreens because you don't want to be inhaling them.
Right.
You don't want to be inhaling chemical sunscreens. You don't even want to be inhaling mineral-based sunscreens. No. So the best sunscreen, if I could make a better sunscreen, I would make a better sunscreen. But as I'll read the list of, it's dermatologist tested, it's non-comedogenic, as I said, it's also pediatrician tested, it's designed for sensitive skin, it's preservative-free, it's fragrance-free, it's hypoallergenic, it's paraben-free, it's phthalate-free, it's petrolatum-free, it's sulfate and gluten-free, it's mineral-based, it's broad-spectrum, smooth and transparent, non-nano zinc oxide, which is vital for the environment, no chemical sunscreens at all, cruelty-free, vegan, not tested on animals, but actually that's a lie. We did test it on animals, human beings. we're animals, so we tested on human beings.
I was going to say you.
but we didn't test it on animals. It's eco-friendly and it's reef-friendly and it's all made in the USA. So, and it's a product that has probably a half or a third the ingredients of a typical product. And again, it's about over 50% water, which makes it go on smoothly and not be greasy and oily.
And just a reminder, if you're looking at the pricing, if you order right now, it's even better savings. So ignore the $49. This is actually $39 and change. And the one thing to remember, as somebody that's used it now regularly, a little goes a long way, right, Andrew?
Absolutely. Again, like I say with our Sucress, you don't have to slather this on. You just give yourself a smooth, even coverage, and that's how the product works best. Of course, if you're perspiring, if you're going in water, I designed this product. If you want to make a waterproof sunscreen, all you do is add oils and materials in it which make it unpleasant and uncomfortable. So this is a product that you would reapply if you're going swimming.
Well, we're going to head over to our next one, nearly an hour into our show already. And Andrew, this is the last hour with you until, is it?
I'm back in the middle of July. And again, just for one day, July. I'm losing track.
I was going to say, wow. You went for a long vacation.
I'm gone for 11 months or whatever. No, I'm back in the middle of October, yes. It's been a long day. So.
Wow, that was going to be a real call to action, a last visit till July. Well, Andrew, we'll be back in October. But this is certainly the last day for this month to be able to get some very, very special savings. Cholesteracare. We have an abundance of wonderful, positive, extraordinary reviews on this product. It's a product that for so many people is a lifesaver in the sense that it has done for them what they never thought could be possible. Folks, this is not a drug, but for somebody that is looking to lower their cholesterol levels, Andrew, this is a product that has been a superstar for many years.
Well, Cholesteracare is an ingredient. It's approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. What you see on the screen in terms of the ability to lower total cholesterol and LDL, which is the bad cholesterol, is something that's been proven. It's been clinically established. All you need to do with this product is swallow one capsule with 2 of your meals. What I recommend if you really want to get great results is 1 capsule with each meal, with a large meal, potentially 2 capsules. But if you do that, it's not just going to be a small reduction in cholesterol that we normally say expect from oatmeal or oat bran, but you're talking about a double-digit reduction in cholesterol. You're talking about a significant reduction, 10, 15, even 20% if you make intelligent changes in your diet as well. And Cholesteracare is something that works perfectly with cholesterol-lowering drugs. Absolutely, positively, no conflict whatsoever. Cholesterol-lowering drugs affect your liver by reducing the production, inhibiting an enzyme that produces cholesterol. This works in your digestive system. And again, it's been proven absolutely positively safe, and it's been proven effective as well. And if you read the reviews, you could see how significant the reductions that can be experienced with this product. So it's something that if you're concerned about cholesterol, if you just want to do something natural, healthy, no warnings about side effects or anything like that, then Cholesteracare is the simple way to go. Over
3,000 were spoken for over the past couple days, and again, this pricing is about to expire. So we're only a couple hours away from the pricing going away. If you take a look at the 720, normally $200, today you're getting it for under $140. It's just such an important product, Andrew, for so many that the price in some ways becomes irrelevant because the results are there. And
there are so many reviews that talk about the ability to reduce the amount of the cholesterol-lowering drug they were taking, and thus reduce the risk of side effects, or to totally eliminate the cholesterol-lowering drug, or for those people who couldn't tolerate those drugs, it was an opportunity to experience benefits when they couldn't take the drugs otherwise. They had some issues specifically with side effects on the drugs. And again, if you're going to use this with your cholesterol-lowering drug, tell your doctor, work with your doctor. It's because in doing so, as you'd read in many reviews, you'll likely be able to lower your dosage of drugs. So it's something that if you work closely with your physician, it really becomes an important tool.
And Andrew, how long do I have to be taking this until I could expect to perhaps see a result?
Oh, if you were taking this, if you took a capsule with each meal for 2 weeks, you'll see a result.
folks, you just, I mean, let's
so
just...
30 days is plenty of time, in other words.
Think what Andrew just said. If you are somebody that has struggled with cholesterol levels and you're looking for a natural way to help reduce those levels, in as little as 2 weeks, you could start to see a result. You've got to get this. It is a very, very, I mean, we get used to presenting it because it's been a big star for a long time, but the story never gets old. It's real and it works.
And it's affordable. To think that the 720 capsules is that inexpensive,
yes.
That used to be more than the price. The price was more for 360 capsules.
Right.
So we've succeeded in lowering the price on this product over the years. And this is the ingredient we add to Choco Nuvo.
Right.
So this is the capsule that in the summer you could take in lieu of Choco Nuvo if you didn't order Choco Nuvo in the summer. But Choco Nuvo is coming back next month. It will be back in October, finally. We just can't ship Choco Nuvo in the summer. And I just remember there's a question that someone had asked, I noticed there, why we don't put iron in our Essential One.
Right.
We don't put iron in our Essential One because most people don't need extra iron.
Okay.
But for those who do, I make my iron intentionally ridiculously affordable. So we have iron that basically becomes extremely affordable if you wanted extra iron and you wanted an iron product that didn't upset your stomach. It's available at hsn.com. You could find our iron supplement. And
if you're looking for Essential One, the world's greatest multivitamin, it's available as well. There's a couple things I just want to pick up on. First of all,
and maybe we'll try to maybe even mention Essential One in the next hour.
That'd be great.
So we'll see if we can switch things around to do that.
Because it's a wonderful product.
Yep.
For those that are looking at this and who are maybe seeing it for the very, very first time, Andrew said something a little earlier. He mentioned that even if you are on cholesterol-lowering drugs, there is no conflict with this, right, Andrew?
Absolutely no issue at all. The main class of cholesterol-lowering drug, the main is called statin drugs. They're drugs like Crestor, which is rosuvastatin, or Pravastatin, or Lovastatin, or Lipitor. There's a whole range of statin drugs. Pitavastatin, which is a brand new one. So those are statin drugs. They work by they inhibit an enzyme called HMG-CoA reductase. That's how they work. There's another class of drugs that work differently called Zetia. Okay. Another thing with Zetia, if you break that, I think it's a 10 milligram pill, if you break it in half, which is I think what the VA, the Veterans Administration, recommends because they want to save money, it doesn't work any less effectively at 5 milligrams than 10 milligrams. Talk to your doctor about that, but it's an opportunity for you to save significantly and also reduce the risk of side effect. But our Cholesterol works perfectly with both of those class of drugs. Not a problem at all, not an issue at all. Again, it works in your digestive system by blocking the absorption of cholesterol or blocking the reabsorption of bile, which in turn helps lower your cholesterol. So even if you ate no cholesterol, this still helps to lower cholesterol by interfering with bile reabsorption. So it's natural, it's side effect free, it will not upset your stomach. You just take a capsule with each meal, and it's as simple as that.
Well, we are 70% sold through on our original quantity, and we see you there, folks. We are counting you in, but the pricing ends at midnight tonight. The sooner you start, the sooner you start to see the benefits. It's easy for me to say, because I've known Andrew so long and seen this for so long. If you suffer with cholesterol levels, you have to buy this. It is a brilliant product, the best of its kind. So stay right there. I want to make sure you get yours before it's sold out. Oatmeal, we've talked about sunscreen tonight. We've talked about Andrew's vitamins, of course. He has other wonderful things, including his foods. This is our, no, that's the oat bran. This is the jumbo size, as you can tell if you're very hungry on a morning. This is the ultimate oatmeal or the ultimate oat bran. Again, Andrew, featuring the special ingredient.
And they're basically perfectly reviewed products. And the reason why, it's not mass-produced oatmeal or mass-produced oat bran. First of all, ours is organic and gluten-free, but because we're not this big mass producer, it eliminates that whole crazy supply chain. So you'll be getting really, really fresh oatmeal and oat bran. That's why it's so incredibly well-reviewed. But each serving contains the equivalent of 2 capsules of Cholesterol. So there is no oatmeal or oat bran in the world that can come close to our oatmeal and oat bran in terms of cholesterol reduction. Nothing comes close. So it's a perfect way to start the day. It comes with a cookbook, Muriel's little cook booklet.
Yes.
That she has all sorts of great recipes, whether it's muffins or pancakes or faux fried chicken or things like that, using the oat bran or the oatmeal. So it's an opportunity to really make an enormous dent in your cholesterol levels. If you're someone who uses oatmeal or oat bran for that, and you experience usually a few % reduction, you could triple, quadruple, quintuple that reduction when you use our oatmeal.
So there's the oatmeal or the oat bran. Both are delicious, I have to tell you. I'm a big fan of the oat bran. Which is your favorite, Andrew?
I love them both, but what I like about oat bran, it has even higher fiber levels, higher beta-glucan levels, which is the key to cholesterol reduction. So I opt for the oat bran more often than the oatmeal, but I love them both. And I think they're rated 4.8 stars, which is pretty crazy for an oatmeal.
Absolutely.
But because again, the cholesterol-lowering ingredient makes the oatmeal even yummier and creamier, and it's so fresh.
It's delicious. We encourage you to order it.
Yes.
Do I have the pricing right there? Folks, if you are ordering tonight, you can see there's the oatmeal.
And understand, so that 180 of oatmeal,
yes.
180 servings, that contains 360 capsules of Cholestericare.
Right.
And 360 capsules of Cholestericare, I think, was $79.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
At today's pricing. So,
yeah.
so the oatmeal, when you consider that, all of the oats become unbelievably affordable because a 90 supply gives you 180 servings of Cholestericare.
Right.
A 60 supply gives you 120 servings of Cholestericare.
It's a great value.
Yes.
It's a really great value. Okay, we're going to head over this way. Before I forget, for those folks that had messaged me about Breath Plus, we are airing it tonight, I believe.